Hi,
Hi,
I'm Kane.
I'm Sam.
I'm Maggie, and we're talking about having more than one narrative, um, that every person has their own story.
So Maggie, Sam, what is it meant by more than one narrative?
Um, More than one narrative is judging someone based on their appearance or how they present themselves and not knowing their story or background or what they've been through.
So I found this definition that Kane thinks I'm obsessed with, and it's Sonder, and that's the realization that like every random person that you pass by has their own story. So the lady on the street that's like grumpy might have stage 4 cancer, or this person, um, his mom died when she was 2. Everyone has their own life and their own background, and you can't put people into groups just because of their religion or because of their skin color or because of their sexual orientation. Everybody's different, and there's lots and lots and lots of things that make up each person, and stereotypes reduce people down to just one thing. So you can be black and successful, or you can have Down syndrome and go to school. Like your abilities from the outside, your appearance from the outside, and your beliefs don't affect who you can be as a person.
All right, guys. Do you think that believing in only one narrative can influence self-discovery and empowerment?
No, I think that believing that there's only one story, like Adichie said in her video, there's only one story of Africa, and that reduces Africa down to, well, first of all, it reduces it down to like a single nation, which it's not. Yeah, and with lots of countries, and as poor as people who don't eat, who don't work, who live in the desert, or who live in huts, things like that. So that's not the story of Africa at all. So.
I believe that it can influence it just for the fact that it can cause bias. So not understanding other people can impede your own process. So yeah, there's that.
Yeah, I think it limits like what a person can do because if they're like taught that there's only one story, they don't think that they can venture out at all. So they just think that they have limits and they can't ever break through those or be successful.
Third question. How do we work to recognize and appreciate that the many narratives and experiences we experience through others every day?
How do we learn to?
Oh, yeah.
I like. Oh, there's nothing that gets me more than like a good background story and like people who come up from that, or rise above, or break through stereotypes, break through all of the things that they've like that were holding them back. And I think every day on Facebook there's got to be some video like that, which those are the kind of videos that I look to watch, because there's a lot of sad ones too, about, well, this person was shot by an officer, then they didn't get justice, and then this person, they assume that they were this. Just because someone did something wrong doesn't mean that they deserve to die, or that everyone in the community is doing the same thing, so that everyone is destroying things, or everyone wants the same things to come out of it. So I think that looking for other people's whole life, like their background story, the things that they've overcome, is something that I can appreciate, especially here, because there's so many students that are from other countries. So all the things that they've had to go through to get here, or what their families are like at home, or what life is like at home in general, makes you appreciate your own experience too.
I think basically what Maggie said, like everything that everybody goes through, like gets them to where they are today, and like you might not like your background, but like it's got you to are today, and like you wouldn't be you without the things that you've been through, and you need to appreciate them.
I just feel like the problem with society today is that we don't really appreciate other views, because whenever we see the first material, like whatever we see, we react to it, and wow, we're completely biased unless you see it as something else. And what is the danger of a single story?
I think it's injustice. I think it's not being able to learn new things, or like closing yourself off to only one culture. Like, if I believed everything I've ever heard about someone who is a Spanish speaker or is from Mexico or any country, then I wouldn't be able to learn or appreciate the Spanish language. That's my major. Like I do. Little plug for Spanish learning.
I think the danger of a single story would make you very sheltered and not be able to form other opinions on a different subject. You just think what everybody else has been telling you. Like, you can't form your own opinion.
I feel like the main danger is it just causes ignorance, and just people don't care what the facts are. They just see the first thing they see, and they only see that one narrative, and it could be for either side. I mean, one of my favorite quotes is, "History is written by the victor." So, I mean, everything we know in history books is because of who won the war, who won the battle, I mean, who won the protest. It doesn't matter what it is. Whoever basically won gets to write history. So everything's going to be biased no matter what. It's all propaganda. So we just have to look through each and every kind of narrative to figure out the real story.
Right, and the danger of it is like not believing a single story. You start to see people like as not humans, when that's like bottom line what they are. I don't understand how so many things can be going wrong in the world, and then something like Hurricane Harvey happens, and then we all realize that those are people again, and we all jump to help them and care about them. And I think that's like, it sucks when those things happen. That's when you like realize that people are people, and I don't want it to take terrible events for people to realize that. I wish that more people believed in multiple narratives and everyone had a certain life, so that it doesn't take natural disasters for us to care about each other.
Didn't really watch this video.
And that's it. Thanks for listening.